Yeah. What are we gonna do? Talk about first? Which one?
I say we talk about Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. You want to do a quick take first?
Ghostbusters.
That works for me.
Yeah, just to get back into it.
Sure.
You know?
Filibuster!
Yeah, this is a quick take. I don't know. We could probably start it.
Hey, everybody.
Let's just not put in the.
It's
intro
been
that time.
a minute.
It has been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Fucking goddamn.
Well, that's one way to put it. Apologies.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
For not posting in a while.
Literally,
I mean,
we have something at the end of our episodes that every week,
Yeah.
and we just like,
It's been like almost a month.
yeah, fucking a. It's
Filibuster's already dead.
yeah,
Already
I
dead
know.
Channel, folks.
He barely was alive.
Nah, we've honestly just been super busy.
Yeah. The holidays and shit, everything's coming up, and man, these past few weeks are crazy, dude.
One illness too. I think one. Yeah.
I was sick.
We had
or
to
you were
miss.
sick?
Yeah,
One
we
of
had
us
to
was
miss
sick.
a couple recordings because you were sick.
It wasn't the vid though.
Oh, okay.
I checked
That's
if it
good.
was the vid. It
Not
wasn't
the
vid.
Rona.
No.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thanks,
on
man.
that. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
I've heard a lot of back and forth of like, no, people should get COVID so they could just get the antibodies and
Yeah.
move on with their lives.
Right. But it's weird how
I
that
don't
thing
know.
works. Like, congrats, but also it's kind of nice to like not get it because you're like, you tried. It's like, oh, at least
I mean, I still haven't gotten it.
you haven't gotten it.
No, I still have not gotten it.
You also live in the fucking boonies.
No, I don't.
Look at out here. It's nothing
kidding
but
me?
the cows and weeds.
Kidding me? I'm on construction sites around tons of people that are not exactly the cleanest.
No, they're not very clean. You're right.
And I mean, I play at a lot of churches, which is quite a lot of people.
Quite a lot of
sometimes a
people.
lot packed in a tight room,
yeah,
and
that's
all
true.
that.
I guess you do the Sunday thing.
Yeah, especially with youth group. Those
Yeah.
kids,
Oh yeah.
kids ain't clean.
No, they're not.
Ladies and gentlemen,
They're
kids
worse
are not
than
clean.
construction workers.
Yeah, so the fact that I still have not gotten it is baffling. I don't know.
That's pretty
I'm
crazy.
yeah. I guess my stats are my luck is set to 10.
Yeah, you probably have
Fallout
good
stats.
immune. You have a good immune system. You take care of yourself. That's probably
Yeah, I've got
part
an
of
immune
it.
system. I mean, I've been feeling a little awkward these past couple weeks, but I think it's just mainly this week. But I think it's just because I've been so overworked.
That's shitty.
Like work and church gigs and all that. It's like
So Monday happened.
been running a lot of like 15-hour days.
Fuck.
and stuff,
Monday
which-
happened, and I drove all the way down here to record, and John's like, literally, I'm still working right now,
Yeah,
and I still can't get off,
yeah,
and it's gonna be a long time. And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, you just go home and relax. Like,
yeah.
fuck.
I felt super bad about that one.
No, that was fine. I was like, man, that sucks. Like, you thought you'd be home at that point,
Yeah,
and you're still on the site.
yeah,
That's shitty.
yeah. Emergency situations, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did something explode?
Nothing exploded, but it's like somebody. For those who don't know, as we go into this quick take,
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, everybody.
as we turn this quick take into an hour-long special, I do carpentry, specifically cabinets.
Cabinetry.
Yeah, specifically cabinetry
Cabinetry.
installation. So I deal with a lot of finished products as far as like putting people's kitchens together. And yeah, there was a situation. It was a kitchen that me and another installer were working on. So it was kind of one of those, okay, I will do this wall of cabinets if you do that wall of cabinets, yada, 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 and
Okay.
yeah, all that fun stuff. So his side included the fridge area. All right, so there was a fridge panel, fridge cabinet up above the refrigerator itself, and then fridge panel on the side. So that way the fridge is like encased,
Yes.
in cabinets and stuff. It's a very common look
Okay.
for a lot of kitchens. So I guess apparently he, and just to be clear, like he admitted this himself. This is not me like trying to throw him under the bus or dog
Sure,
him or
yeah,
anything
yeah,
like that. He did notice that, oh shit, I set the wall cabs a little too low. Which thus
You
the
can't fit a
fridge,
refrigerator.
the brand new refrigerator that the homeowner got, when the guys showed up to put the fridge in to get it all installed, the doors on, connected,
Yeah.
and all that, The opening, height-wise, required 84 inches.
Okay.
And the fridge cab was sitting at a cool, crisp 83 and an eighth opening. So basically, yeah, they were like, it's not going to fit.
Yeah.
It won't
right.
fit. So they call me up because apparently it's my fault or something.
Sure.
No, I mean, he was there as well. We worked on it together, but it was one of those like, this isn't my fault, you know.
Why am I
shouldn't
here?
be here. Even though, yes, I did help out on this kitchen, I didn't do this part exactly, so I shouldn't be here.
Really?
Yeah,
you had to just move it up a
we
bit?
went over there and we had to figure out, okay, why does this not fit, and yada yada yada, and it became this huge warranty hassle back and forth where they were just like, listen, if it's not at 84 inches, we're not putting it in because then it forgoes the warranty and yada and all this stuff.
Oh,
and when it's an $8,000 fridge, you kind of want the warranty.
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
Yeah. So
did you get it figured out?
Yeah, we got it figured out. It
good.
basically came down to we just pulled the fridge cabinet down, and we took it to a guy who can resize it.
Okay.
And yeah, he just made it an inch. He made the whole cab an inch shorter so we could reset it. So that way all the crown, all the detail trim up top still fit the exact same.
Oh, that's cool.
So we did that. All good. Fridge is in. Everyone's happy. You know.
Life is good.
Yeah, life is good. But it was one of those. It was an emergency situation that shouldn't have involved me. That ended up taking 5 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I rarely see you
just
text like
gone
that.
like that. Like
I rarely see you say, "I'm so pissed." Over text, John's just not that kind of person. Everybody, it was pretty funny. I was
so far these past 2 weeks have been like that.
Really,
have been like those texts.
Really,
yeah. I mean, like another job was, I set an island, and the homeowner told me, "Hey, the farm sink is going to be there."
Okay.
Which you got to set the farm sink for countertops. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick take.
Welcome to us talking about cabinet installations.
Yeah. All right.
Nobody has a podcast about this shit. Let's do it.
So I'm like, okay, dope. I'm there first thing in the morning. Working on this, setting the island, getting it level and all that because the homeowner figured out where they actually want it because they had to move the plumbing, yada yada yada.
Okay.
And yeah, they said the farm sink. They say it will be there, while you're working. Awesome. So I get done. And about an hour goes by. So I work on getting this cabinet or getting the island set for about 3.5. No, longer than that. About 6 hours.
Shit.
So it was a big ass island. But yeah, so I get it set. Everything looks good. I'm waiting, about an hour. Still no sign of the farm sink. So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait for several hours just for a farm sink to show up.
Right.
That's not my job,
No.
unfortunately. Unfortunately for the homeowner, that's not my job. I'm here to just install the cabinets and leave.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm like, okay, so I do a couple other things like put the toe kick on, trying to stall for time, all right. I don't think it's showing up today because it's almost 3:00.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think it's showing up. I clean up, I load up all my tools, and wouldn't you know
and he comes.
the farm sink shows up right as I'm about to leave, and I was very pissed.
That's really aggravating.
I know it's that's not necessarily the driver's fault or whatever. It's just
it's a long line of people.
It's that it's days like those where you're just all right, I know I'm being tested. All right.
Yeah, totally. That's a good way to put it.
I know I'm being tested.
I just need to.
But man, do I really want to just break something right now?
I would prefer not being tested today.
So I had to unload my tools and then put the farm sink in and all that because I'm not gonna leave then.
What time are you out of there? It's in 5?
Somewhere around there.
Jesus.
And then, what was that? Was it Tuesday? What was that?
You've had a long.
Oh
week.
yeah, that was Tuesday, and so then
that was the day after the fridge.
So no. That was last week. I'm talking Tuesday this week.
Oh.
And then of course I have a church gig later that night, so I gotta rush home, feed Zoe, let her outside to go do her thing. Zoe's a dog, by the way.
I was like, Zoe's the wife.
Zoe is a kid that I keep locked up in a cage.
Yeah, totally. Hell yeah.
A feral mutant. No,
yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a lot of long weeks, and my body definitely feels that.
Yes.
It's one of those.
Sure.
I'm getting to the point to where like I can't consistently do like 16-hour days.
No, that's manual labor, dude.
Like shit. Yesterday, I shit you not. Yesterday, like all day, I felt like that somebody was like pushing on my chest.
Uh-oh.
So
you felt the actual stress of it.
I felt, like I had that.
No.
And then my body just felt like somebody like duct taped 50-pound weights to every muscle. Like everything just felt heavier. It was a struggle just to like get up and move.
Oh no, dude.
And like I'm still working. Yeah.
That's shitty. That's really shitty.
It's not been a great couple weeks, folks.
Yeah, guys, if we don't put out another one,
give me money.
We're gonna record.
No, I'm joking.
We're gonna record 2 today, so those will be out. And next time we get together, I mean, we'll try to make our schedule better, but forgive the every week thing because during the holiday season, it's hard to get together all the time.
Yeah. So I mean, long story short, bitch, moan.
Bitch, moan.
Life's been busy,
but we did find time.
Yeah,
we found time the other Saturday to go see a movie that just came out, and it's called Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh. Laughter type.
Yeah. We saw Ghostbusters. We actually saw it in the theater. It was fucking great. I haven't been to a theater since fucking COVID. Last movie I saw before that was Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was not a good way to leave.
That was the last movie you've seen in theaters?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. Well, that was February 2020.
I still have not seen that movie. Have you seen they released a poster for Sonic 2?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't even want to look at it, man.
I don't know how 100% legit that is, but I scrolling through the interwebs.
Well, since
I saw it, so
they cast Idris Elba as Knuckles, though. I think that's a good choice.
I did see that.
That's a good choice.
I'm very curious.
I'm a fan. And the thing is, what's his face? John Ralphio, whatever his name is, did a great job at Sonic's voice, honestly. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But the whole movie sucked.
I mean, again, I haven't seen the movie, but from the trailers, I don't know. I thought his voice sounded good.
It was great.
So,
man, we'll
and of course, like everybody knew that Jim Carrey was going to be great.
Sure.
So
we'll talk about it.
He will Jim carry the movie.
Well, if you guys want us to do Sonic the Hedgehog, let me know because.
Oh, I don't care what they think. We're gonna do it.
Fuck, dude. I don't want to do it. You want to see it?
I could. If the second one's coming out, we might as well.
Fine, I'll bring it to you.
We might as well.
Since you haven't seen it, it'll be my movie. I'll get the fun facts and shit.
Okay, cool.
Ghostbusters.
But anyways, yes, Ghostbusters. Yeah. So this is the most recent Ghostbusters movie that has come out, totaling a total of 4. Yeah, 4 Ghostbusters movies.
4.
Yeah. Ghostbusters 1, 2, the 2016 version.
2016 one, yeah.
And then now this one.
Wow, is it only 4? That's crazy.
Yeah, in the Ghostbusters repertoire, not including like the animated show and all that.
Sure, those
like
are great, dude.
Kid shows.
Those are awesome.
I vaguely remember them.
Really? Those were awesome.
Yeah.
But so we went to go see it, and I guess we'll just get this out of the way. John, what'd you think of it? Because we haven't talked about it yet.
I thought it was great.
Really?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's flawed.
Sure.
It ain't perfect. There were definitely things that were making me scratch my head like, but why?
But why, though?
Honestly. But at the end of the day, to be fair, like, I don't know, the second Ghostbusters had a lot of like, but why though?
Sure.
And sure. Even the first one.
Yeah.
Like,
there's ghosts.
They weren't perfect films.
Dude, I'm going to agree with you. I liked it a lot. I had a great time. I honestly, something that really surprised me about this, I'm just jumping right in. So the something that really surprised me about this movie was the thing I liked the most was, and guys, spoilers here, okay? Don't fucking listen if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Or if you just want to get spoiled. I loved the kid actors.
Mm-hmm.
They were the best part of the movie. The girl, the main character, was awesome. She was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, Phoebe,
thank you. She was fucking great. And then these are returns from like all the Ghostbusters that are still alive, and honestly, a CGI version of the one who isn't.
Yeah. Phoebe's actor is McKenna Grace.
Well done.
She's a face that I haven't. If I have seen her,
I didn't
Like
recognize her either.
it clearly wasn't like an iconic role or like a main character role. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like this is her breakthrough.
Yeah.
Which, hey, good for her.
Dude, she fucking
Good for her.
rules.
I thought she did a great job. And of
I
course,
loved it.
Finn Wolfhard
Yep.
as the older brother. Trevor.
He's always fun.
Fantastic as always. Paul Rudd, of course, is just a class act.
Just a joy to watch.
I love Paul Rudd.
I love that they didn't put him in the
know?
movie more than they needed to, because a lot of
Yeah.
times movies will shove in Paul Rudd, you know, because they're like, people like Paul Rudd, people like our movie, but it's like
I mean,
they put him.
yeah, he's Paul Rudd.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, a lot of movies like overuse him.
I guess so, yeah.
But it's nice seeing this movie still keep to its main characters for the most part.
yeah, definitely.
I like
But
that.
also, shout out to Paul Rudd for being the sexiest man on Earth.
Is he?
Yeah, he's this year's like Time.
Hell
is it
yeah,
Time
dude.
magazine or I don't know.
People magazine.
People magazine.
I think so.
Whichever one has the sexiest man.
Yeah, he got
Paul
sexiest
Rudd.
man. That's awesome.
Paul Rudd, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, good for him, man. That's
So.
fucking great.
I mean, the dude's in his 50s.
I
And
know.
he still looks like he's 30.
He's
so,
fucking insane.
I mean, good for him.
Good for him.
Bathing in the blood of the innocent.
Totally. But yeah, dude, fucking like again, the kid, the child actors in this movie were awesome.
Yeah.
And they led the movie.
Logan Kim, his podcast.
Thank you, Logan Kim.
He was
the
great.
comedic relief. He was super
Yeah.
funny.
It was a well done job of comedic relief.
I think so too.
Okay, the jokes were definitely a constant from him.
Yeah, and there was
but
hit
they
and miss.
weren't. But they weren't like super in your face per se.
Yeah, because they got out as quick as they got in. You know, like that this joke isn't going to take a while. Like some Marvel stuff these days, when a joke starts, it's kind of just going to linger for a while. You know.
Yeah.
And it's like, God damn, this stupid joke is not ending yet, and it's awkward. And
Yeah.
But like seeing this kid like come in and come out. I think if his jokes were like more consistently written with a few less, I think he'd be a lot better. I think there was a little too much, but honestly, dude, he was so lovable, so didn't really bug me that much.
Yeah, totally.
He was great. Fucking, and then who played the mom?
Who played the mom?
What's her name?
I believe it was Carrie Coon.
I don't know.
Callie.
I don't know. But she was great. She was fun.
Or was it Olivia Wilde?
It wasn't Olivia Wilde. Olivia Wilde was fucking Zool, whatever. What's his name? What's the big ghost name? The girl?
Oh, Gozer.
Gozer. Yeah, she's fucking Gozer.
This is saying Emma Portner was Gozer. Olivia Wilde is credited here.
Olivia Wilde was her, for sure.
Maybe they both were Gozer. I don't know.
Gozer's the big bad?
Yeah, Gozer is the big bad ghost that
Okay.
they fought in the first Ghostbusters.
So it was played by Olivia Wilde here in this movie. I know that.
Okay.
Because I saw her, I was like, yay! I love Olivia Wilde.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize.
Gotcha.
I mean, to be fair, like she's got the crazy like blacked out eyes
Yeah.
and enlarged and all that.
Yeah.
Like, so
I just watched too many seasons of House back in the day, so.
clearly not human.
Clearly. Yeah, dude, fucking name.
Oh wait, she was 13 in Ghost or in House.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why her face looks recognizable here.
Yeah, dude, she's great.
She was 13. All right. Anyways, sorry. I don't know why I apologized. Fuck you.
Sorry. Get the fuck out of here.
Also, Celeste O'Connor.
Celeste O'Connor.
She plays the love interest to Trevor.
Yeah, she was fun.
So
I like this cast. I don't know. The thing is, for me, dude, it's like they'll probably we'll talk about this at the end, but they'll probably make a sequel if it was a success, which I assume it was. And I don't know if it needs one, man. Basically, this movie starts up, and it's this young gal, and her older brother and her mom, who go out to this farm where what's his face used to live, the old Ghostbuster. What's his name? Ramus? What's
Egon.
Egon, yeah.
Yep.
So they go out to his old house where he was kind of stationed up to defend the universe, right?
He was the original 3.
Yes.
Well, original 4.
Original 4.
But
Original
like
3.
as far as like when Ghostbusters was actually established canonically, it was just the first 3.
Yeah, he started it. He was one of the founders.
And then the awesome, not late great because he's still alive and kicking.
Yay!
And he looks great. Ernie Hudson eventually joins.
Dude, he looks great.
in the first film.
Yeah.
But when they actually when they first go after Slimer in the first one, it is just Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, totally.
Oh God, I can't
Harold
remember the actor's
Ramis.
name. Yes,
Is it
yes,
Ramis? Yeah.
yes.
So, yeah, and basically, yeah. So they go out there and they take over this. They start living in this old place that looks fucking badass. If I could get that house for free, I would definitely take it. And they're kind of like complaining about it. I'm like, Jesus, guys,
Yeah.
with an economy like this, just fix it up, sell it. Anyway, but
I mean, to be fair, they got all that land.
dude, they have a ton of land. It's amazing.
Got all that land. Like, sure, he quote unquote left you guys with nothing, but all that land. I mean, give it some
Left you with
time.
nothing. Left you with a
Property.
house.
Property is a huge investment.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Anyway, apart
Ungrateful.
from trying,
Ungrateful children.
the worst thing about going to a movie in this day and age, as we're getting older and more cynical, is like separating real life from that. But okay,
Yeah.
fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they do all that stuff. So weird happenings start going on, and the new Ghostbusters are formed essentially. And that's kind of the movie. Honestly, they have a few side characters like Paul Rudd and stuff as the teacher. And honestly, it's concise. How long is this? Hour 30, hour 45, something like that? Or is it 2 hours?
It's a little over 2 hours.
Is it over 2 hours? Okay.
Yeah.
It flew by for me. I don't think it was too.
Oh wait. Huh. Nope. I'm looking at the wrong number. That's what they got at the box office. Oh no. I'm right. 2 hours and 4 minutes. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was not too long, which is awesome. Because a movie like this, you could just blow it up, and just never stop and make it a 3 hour, epic.
But
they went in, went out.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a straightforward. This, to me personally, this is what I think of when it's like a love letter to an original idea.
Sure.
This film is, to me, a good example of that.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, it's going off of an original idea. AKA Ghostbusters way back in the day, Bill Murray and all them. But of course, it's paving its own new way.
Yeah.
But still paying homage.
Yeah.
To where it came from.
Yeah, and it looks really good too.
I thought it looked great.
I love the look of this movie. That was so much fun.
Yeah, again, this movie does do a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah,
for sure. Because I mean, you hear all the old school sounds. From Ecto 1 to even them like charging up the packs and all that. Like there's so many. There's just all these like little sounds and visuals where you're just like, man, I remember.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
truly, they do a lot of that. But of course, naturally, that is going to happen when you have a movie that's going to be picking up from where Ghostbusters 2 left off.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I guess they wiped 2016 or whatever.
Yeah,
Just
the
from existence.
2016 the female reboot of
just doesn't exist
Ghostbusters turns out wasn't a great idea.
Turns out. It's not about women either. It's just about it just was poorly conceived.
Yeah, to be completely honest, if they had that exact same movie, but with an all male cast, like it would still be shitty. It just still didn't have the same heart.
Oh, totally.
It didn't have the same heart or humor or just. There's so much that was just wrong with that film, but that's another movie for another episode.
Yes, sorry. So the director was Jason Reitman, son of Ivan Reitman, who directed the other Ghostbusters, the older ones, which is really cool. Seeing him kind of take up his father's mantle, and I think that's why it shows so much love. That's why this feels like a love letter, because it's his dad.
Because again, it's like generation to generation, even in the film.
Totally, totally. I mean, there's a few parts in this movie that I definitely will like. The ending is, I don't know how I feel about bringing Egon back through CGI. They did it well because it was like a ghost and he didn't talk at all, But that's a huge debate these days. Like, can you bring someone back from the dead and feel okay about it?
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, it was somebody that was so close to the movies themselves who directed it and made this choice.
Yeah,
made me feel a little better. But it's still like, was that really necessary?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to see all the
I can-
Ghostbusters together.
No, I
Again.
agree. Which, yeah, I mean, like having the original Ghostbusters show back up was a very, very nice touch.
Yeah,
It does raise a couple questions in my mind of like, wait, how? But
Mhm.
I mean, it can easily be explained. It's not something that's like out of like complete possibility.
yeah. I don't know.
But I think with Egon showing up as a ghost at the end,
Yeah,
I don't think it was in like awkward or poor taste
Uh-huh.
to have him like, you know, CGI recreated, because luckily he's a ghost,
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
so it's like, okay, naturally,
Again, that did help.
He's already going to look CGI just
Uh-huh.
even being as a ghost.
Yeah.
That
was well done. That choice was
yeah,
awesome.
for me, I just thought, for me, man, it's really hard to say, because on one hand you have the emotional aspects of like him being able to like hug his grandchildren, hug his daughter, you know, like, which is great. But on the downside of that, I have this weird question of, one, why is he not saying a word? Because clearly ghosts can talk.
Yeah,
Like, this was proven throughout, like, even the first and second Ghostbusters.
maybe
That ghosts can talk. They
Yeah.
can make noise.
right. It
in all
literally
this.
is just, I think, trying to be polite
Yeah.
to his memory. I think.
Yeah, which, again,
but
it
in the
makes
movie, it doesn't
sense,
make
but
sense.
there is that level of awkwardness to it, of like, dude, just say something.
Yeah.
But of
Totally,
course
totally.
they can't, because it's not actually him. You know, they wouldn't be able to have those lines and all that recorded. So there is that part, and then also the fact of like, okay, so all these like ghost traps, this giant like ghost trap minefield,
Yeah,
and he doesn't get sucked up into it.
Yeah.
as a ghost, like,
that was interesting.
Like-
That's a good point, actually. So he, yeah, I don't know, man.
what?
What?
Like,
It-
what? Why?
The third act of this movie wasn't my favorite. I liked the whole movie up until that a lot more. I didn't dislike the third act. I just think it was kind of
Well, personally, no. And this isn't to like really say that this makes the movie bad, but I don't think Gozer was a great choice
I
for
don't think so either.
the big baddie
Uh-huh.
in this film.
totally.
I think Gozer could have been a good choice in the future.
Yeah, if you actually built up to it again.
Yeah, if they're actually looking
to make sequels and stuff.
yeah, like a brand new like trilogy or something like that out of this film.
Yeah.
I think Gozer would have been a cool like final ending, you know, like that would have been
Yeah.
that would have been a nice
Full
full
circle.
circle. But for me, just to be like, oh, it's Gozer again, you know,
like the
it's-
most
I don't know,
terrifying
that
thing
felt
ever
kind of like a cop out.
in the galaxy. You know, it's like that's like, and I don't get why the fucking jet puff were there. Do you know why the jet puff were there?
I think that was just for nostalgia, just
I went to
like,
the
hey,
bathroom,
let's
too.
throw in some funny things.
But
you
the
know?
reason that the jet puff there was in the movie was because it, like, don't think about something terrible. Don't think about something terrible.
Right.
He thought about the
Because
stay puffed
because Gozer did that, yeah.
marshmallow
Who
because
was
he
it?
thought about it.
I think Dan Aykroyd is the one who thought of it. Or
Yeah,
no?
it's
Or was
one
it?
of them.
Was it? Shh. I can't
But the
remember.
thing is, like, why would they come back now?
I can't
There's
remember
no,
which one thought of it.
There was no point of it.
Yeah. Now
It doesn't make any sense.
I think that was just I think that was them getting too chummy with the nostalgia factor.
I think so too. I don't think it was a completely unnecessary, and I didn't
Yeah.
even see the whole scene. I was in the bathroom.
That was just them getting too chummy with nostalgia.
You think so? If that's all
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, just like there wasn't any meaning. Because come on,
Yeah.
guys, make it mean something,
Right. Right.
or make another joke. Don't think about something else. You know?
That's true.
I don't know.
You're not wrong on that one.
Have fun with it.
I did like the fact that they didn't bring Slimer back,
But they had a
but they had
Slimer-esque
a Slimer-esque,
Yeah.
but it wasn't the same.
8 metal, kind of cool.
You know, it ain't metal. It didn't become like this mascot or anything like that.
I loved him. I thought he was a great first little ghost for them to like
So-
work on. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
it was Slimer. It was like the trainee ghost, which is fucking cool, man.
Which, I mean, that's what Slimer was.
Yeah, a little trainee ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
But
dude,
it wasn't straight up Slimer, though. What I'm getting at is, like, they didn't just bring everything straight back.
That's true.
You know, like, some ghosts, it's like, no, this ghost is gone.
yes,
They're gone.
they're gone, and I honestly did like that. I also that's why I liked the first what 2/3 of this movie. I
Yeah.
loved. You know,
For sure.
the third act was a little much for me. I think it was
Yeah.
kind of
I mean, I can understand. I can understand if you are bringing Gozer back, then yes, you have to deal with the gatekeeper and the keymaster.
Yeah.
All over again.
Sure.
You know, the demonic dogs, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like you have those chase scenes. You have it, running after people.
I like how they worked on the
possessions and all that.
Yeah, those dogs looked kind of cool because they are way better looking than they were in Ghostbusters, but they still kind of moved the same way. I think there was a little love letter to like that old school
There
CGI.
was. Well, when Paul Rudd, Mr. Gruberson.
Mr. Gruberson.
I can't remember his first. He's Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
But yeah, when Paul Rudd sees and it's like eating dog food.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you could tell that they literally went with the same style as the first film.
Yeah.
With those dogs of like, they actually like built. It wasn't just CGI. Mm-hmm. Like they actually built it.
Yeah, they did something with it, which made it a lot better. If they kind of just straight like made them sleek and cool, it would be weird,
Yeah, I mean they kept the same integrity of like, these dogs aren't going to change just because it's a new timeline. Like totally. Gozer is still Gozer,
Yeah, totally.
Like Gozer's not going to be like, you know what? I think my dogs need to look different.
I'm switching things up.
Right.
It's 2021, bitches.
So, and again, it pays a nice homage to the first film of like, hey, it still looks the same because they did it the same.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, when it comes to the chase scenes in the car and all that, like,
looks good, dude.
Of course, they had to make it more CGI and stuff because in the first.
They couldn't really go out.
In the first film, they didn't really have the dogs chase at all. They did, but it wasn't it wasn't as like a high intense. Yeah, they like like what they do in this film.
Yeah, you'd have like one person running past, and then like the dog would run past, or like break through the window, and like that's kind of scary.
Yeah,
but they're not really like a constant like threat, which I love to see. It was really cool.
Not just like bowling down the highway or road.
Yeah, totally.
Highway,
totally. Yeah, dude, fucking A. So, the one thing I was scared about, I sat down to this movie, right? The first scene, I was like, oh, that's fucking Egon. Like, it was so obvious that was him because he's the only person in real life who died.
Uh-huh.
And that brings up another moral thing that I had. I don't know if you got this at all, but I was kind of like, why? Man, it's kind of weird to, like, make your movie, like, off, like, real life. Like, who passed away in real life. And make him the guy who died in the movie. It's like, it's kind of lovely, but it's also like, he was more than fucking a Ghostbuster. He was a real person. Don't just belittle him to a character. I don't know. That was like a weird thing that I had to jump out of my head while watching.
Really?
Yeah, because it was kind of annoying when movies do that. They like use the real life death of somebody. I would prefer it if they didn't talk about it at all and be like, oh yeah, he's not with us anymore or something. Like not make the whole movie revolve around his 2014 death. It's weird. It's a weird thing to do, in my opinion.
I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
You think it's like a love letter kind of thing?
I honestly disagree. I think it was a smart choice.
Just because.
I mean, well, like, what if they killed off Dan Aykroyd, and then only Bill Murray and Ernie show up?
Well, they didn't have to kill off anybody.
People would be like, what?
I think they could have went a different route.
Well, I don't know. I mean, sure. I do agree to the fact of they could have just went a different route of, hey, maybe nobody dies.
Sure, yeah.
But I don't know. I think it was a good send off to the character and the actor.
All right.
Of just one of those. Not saying like, yeah, I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody in this film or who took part in this film were like,
yeah,
we're so glad that Harold's dead.
Yeah.
Because now we can write this movie. No, I just thought it was a cool opportunity for them to like put the two and two together.
Yeah. It's just hard when you talk about Hollywood, who are these fucking fat cats, like trying to actually mean something, which I don't sure if they ever do, But if it helps fans, God bless you. Because honestly, dude, I haven't really ever been a big Ghostbusters fan, just from the ever really.
Really? Why is
that? I don't dislike them. I just never really got into them. Like, so people get into them crazy. Like
I thought Ghostbusters was great. I thought.
Were you like really into it as a kid?
I wasn't like again, I vaguely remember the animated series. Like I didn't really watch that and all, but I don't know. I thought the movies were fantastic. I loved the concept of it.
It's so cool.
And instead of like all these typical, video game tropes of ghosts and stuff like that, it's like, I don't know, it felt more real.
Yeah.
It did,
yeah.
Like,
I think that's why it touched a lot of people too.
Yeah.
Man. But like, and this movie did feel very real for the first 2/3.
Yeah, I mean there is the like joking aspect of like fighting ghosts, like Luigi's Mansion and all that, like with the vacuum.
That's
and,
great.
which is fun, and
which
you know,
is probably
they
pulled
did that
off
in Casper as
Ghostbusters.
well. But
yeah,
but I don't know. This felt more like it was this fun like cross between. It was this cool like cross between like Luigi's Mansion, between like Luigi's Mansion and like, you know, Castlevania.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Castlevania is obviously like very dark and intense and, you know, violence and all, you know, like not just fighting ghosts, of course, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, fighting the undead in particular. And then like Ghostbusters was that fun little in between where it's like, yeah, this is badass. Like they literally have like nuclear fusion reactors on their backs and they're firing lasers that can like blow shit up and you know, catching ghosts, you know, but it's also not like, you know, blood, guts, you know, gore and
so you can watch it as a kid and be like really excited and shit too.
I don't know, Ghostbusters just felt like this really cool in between. I love the aesthetic. I mean the Ecto-1 I thought was a really cool vehicle. And in this film they expand upon it too. They're not just like, oh hey, here's the Ecto-1, woohoo. It's like, oh surprise, it has all these really cool nifty contraptions that are part of it that you never really got to see in the first two films.
The fact that he's been probably working on it for years too before he died too.
Exactly.
So all this different stuff, which is great. Yeah, it's true. Dude, I fucking again, I love the world in all the Ghostbusters. I just never kind of fell into it. So seeing this movie for me was like kind of, I was able to be on the outside a little bit, and I fucking enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
I'm curious what other people think about this one. I'm gonna look at the Rotten Tomatoes.
For sure.
Whoa.
For sure. It's not gonna be what you want it to be.
63.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How?
Bitches be shopping.
Audience scored 95.
Yeah.
Fuckity.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Blah 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 blah. What's wrong with it? Is it the third act? Are they agreeing?
It could have been the third act. It could have been. I mean, it could have been the fact that you know, it's not as progressive as 2016. You know, because,
maybe
like, these are the critics, and all that, and critics can, you know, suck a big old dick.
Haunting, but not in a good way. It has its moments, but they don't make up for the general flat-footedness and tendency to wobble. What the fuck are you saying?
It's all about that wobble. Know what I'm saying?
Like, what are you saying? Paul Rudd's the best part of this movie. Stop it!
Paul Rudd is the best part? I disagree.
I totally disagree.
But he's a good part.
He's a good part.
He is a good part. I thought he did his part well. Paul Rudd is Paul Rudd.
Yeah, oh my god.
Don't read the comments, man. Yeah. And so, like, as we said previously in this quick take that is turning into an hour.
Sorry.
No, it's my fault too. I'm talking about my work.
We're talking about cabinet
talking
installations.
about things that aren't related to ghosts at all. Busting them.
Busting them.
But yeah, like, as we said, you know, the original Ghostbusters show up. We got Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, and Bill Murray showing up as their characters.
As their actual characters.
And
they were good to see. That was my nostalgia getting in the way there. But
also, Annie Potts shows back up again.
Yeah.
Like that made me smile.
Yeah, I heard you in the theater. You're like,
smile.
Hooray!
Well, it's one of those, like, the trailers set it up to where, like, okay, you know that somebody from the original movies is going to show up.
Yes.
The question is who?
Everyone.
You know? Because you even see, like, in the trailers, like, she makes that phone call and somebody answers the red phone, hello?
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, okay, it's got to be either Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray. Because unfortunately, it's a white man's hand, not. So I highly doubt it's going to be Ernie Hudson.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be him. Dude, he looks great, man. With that teaser at the end where he's making all this money and shit.
Yeah, turns out Ernie Hudson is like a billionaire.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Successful businessman.
That's probably what they're going to do with the rest of the thing. It's going to be like he's like the boss and funds all their stuff.
Right.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, like Annie Potts, Sigourney Weaver shows up. She's in like the post credit scene.
Dude.
Which was really funny because at the end of the movie, you know, it's saying like also starring, you know, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
we were all like,
and then it said Sigourney Weaver, and we all looked at each other like, she wasn't in this film.
You liar!
Where'd she show up? And then immediately it plays like a post credits cutscene
with her.
Yeah, with her and Bill Murray just farting around. Yeah, like it brings back all the original cast, except, of course, Egon is not there because obviously, Harold passed away.
Yes.
Unfortunately, rest in peace.
Yeah, he was
brother.
great.
And also Rick Moranis.
Yeah, Rick Moranis is retired from acting.
Yes, he as far as I know, he is completely retired from acting.
So honestly, the fact that he didn't come back, he's like, "No, I'm just living my life now."
Which is totally fine. I wasn't like expecting him to be in it. Like,
right.
There was a part of me that was hoping
Sure.
it would have been nice.
Same.
Because I think Rick Moranis is a treasure.
He is perfection, dude.
Yeah. But, he's the only one of the original that like was not there. Specifically,
literally
specifically Ghostbusters 1.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, it's really good. Sorry, I'm still reading these.
Dude, stop reading the comments, man.
They're reviews. These people get paid to do this shit.
I guess comments, reviews.
It's
All
rather
right.
promising opening half. It becomes so obsessed with its illustrious predecessor that it starts to feel like fan fiction. Huh. Yeah.
Well, to be fair,
At the end.
This movie does have the task of explaining what happened to the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So of course they're going to delve into the past.
That's fine with me. I like the past. Yeah.
Yeah. If you can't answer a question like, "Wait, what happened to the Ghostbusters?" without actually like looking back.
Mm-hmm. I loved
it's literally impossible.
I loved like the news footage and shit.
Yeah.
Of like back when and stuff. That was really cool.
Like was it Paul Rudd or was it Podcast who like talks like, man, they were heroes.
Paul Rudd,
it's
yeah.
like, they were everywhere.
Yeah.
All yada yada yada.
They just went away, and it's like that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What would you give this movie, John?
Personally?
Yeah.
Personally, I'd give this movie like 85 to 90.
Yeah, love it. That's awesome, dude. I'd give the first half.
Oh, you can't rate it by halves.
Well, I'm gonna make a thing here. I'm doing something. Okay, I'll do it in my head. I'd rate this movie a 77.
77.
79.
Okay. 77 to 79.
Yeah, because it was good.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Oh, this movie was great. Again, my only real gripes with this film is the fact of, I think Gozer was not a great choice for being the villain.
Which is too bad.
I thought Gozer would have been cool like 2 movies from now, or in the future. Just again that full circle concept.
And if you saw her working
really cool.
like underneath stuff, kind of like Paul the Thanos, like she's causing these things to happen, but she hasn't revealed herself yet. That'd be really cool. We'd want to come back and see it.
Right. They could still go into the fact of like, oh my god, like this is a monument built to Gozer and all this stuff. Like they even bring
love that.
They bring up Ivo Shandor.
Okay.
Who was mentioned in the first movie.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Awesome.
Who was played by J.K. Simmons, by the way.
He was.
Yeah. Which is hilarious.
He just popped in and went away. And I was like, oh!
He was there for not even a minute.
I forgot about that. That was so fucking funny.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is in this film, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they could have used this movie to set up, clearly like point the arrows towards Gozer.
I think so.
Without just straight up being like, it's Gozer again.
Yeah. Dude, what the
let's
heck?
Fight it.
And it was like super simple and stuff.
So yeah, that's my only gripe. I do agree that the final act is the weakest.
Yeah.
Out of it all, mainly because of who they choose as the big bad.
Yeah. I had to step away from it for a little bit too, because when I walked out of the theater, I was pretty jazzed, Yeah. And the more I wait on it, it's like the whole movie does hold up except for that last part, And it is kind of a bummer to think about. It's like, damn, I wish this could have been better. But it was still a lot of fun. And if you're looking for like a movie to go to like for Christmas with your family or something, fucking go. It's great.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
No, I highly recommend this film.
Hell yeah.
If I'm pretty sure it's still in theaters.
Yeah, it is. I just checked.
So yeah, like go check it out, or once it goes to streaming platforms, like watch it.
It's fun.
Show it to people.
Yeah.
And if we're really lucky, because of the post-credit scenes and all that, we're gonna get some sequels.
Yep. We sure are. I don't know if
really
it needs
hope
it.
So.
You do want sequels?
Oh, I want sequels.
I do want to see how these guys build and stuff, but
I'm curious to see where they go from here.
Me too.
I'm really curious.
Me too. Yeah.
Again, because they already took Gozer out of the equation, I want to see what they could do.
Yeah.
You know, are they going to go back to the slime, like in Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And have some like demigod show up out of a portrait,
painting or whatever.
So, yeah. I can't remember the name.
If they bring back that exact same guy for the second movie, I'll be so mad.
If they do that, then I will.
I'll be so mad.
I'll be pretty pissed because then it's like, okay, guys,
really?
Now we're really starting to get into copy paste here, aren't we?
Dude, yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
I like the setting in this movie too. Sorry, before we wrap it up, I like the setting in this movie apart from the city. It was different. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Totally.
Yeah, it was like fun to see that vehicle, and it was in all the trailers.
Yeah.
You guys seen it going through like the fields and shit.
Yeah,
It looked so pretty. But yeah, go see this
actually,
movie.
Before we close,
Yes.
I do want to ask you, what was your favorite scene in the whole film? What was your favorite scene? Obviously, the third act, not your favorite, but within the first two acts, what was your favorite?
I really liked when
moment?
she was down in the basement and Egon's ghost was helping her out. Like,
guiding her with the light and all that? Or?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite scene. It had because it had like the curiosity. It had like she was an awesome actor. You know, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And kind of in that scene by herself.
Yeah. McKenna Grace.
Also,
just to reiterate. McKenna Grace. I look forward to seeing future projects with her in it. I thought she did a great job.
So like her kind of discovering that stuff was my favorite. It was fun. It was kind of not Goonies-esque, but that curiosity, you know, that I love so much when young actors can do it well.
Mm-hmm.
Like what, 11 in Stranger Things when she's
I thought. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. It's like when she she's curious and discovering life and stuff like that. I love I love when a young like actor can do that well, and she did. And even with her kind of I think I like this movie too because it did represent someone on the spectrum a little bit. You know, I think she was, and that was really cool too because she was very well done. And it's just her acting and everything about it. That scene was so much fun.
Yeah. I don't I'm not sure if I never got the vibe that she was on the spectrum.
You didn't? I slightly did.
I thought of it more as like she did a really good job of being the grandchild of Egon Spengler.
Yeah, they were very similar.
You know? Yeah, like it's just part of genetics, you know?
Yeah.
That family tree of like, oh, okay, like she inherited that inventor nuttiness.
Yeah.
You know, like even in the first even in original Ghostbusters, like Egon was like the awkward guy.
He was pretty awkward
because he was just too smart.
Yeah.
he was too smart for Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You know, when he would talk, it was like just you could tell that like a lot of those words were going right over their heads.
Yeah.
You know, so I didn't feel like it was more of so much as a spectrum.
You don't think so?
I thought it was more of just she did a
character.
really good job encompassing like you are a descendant of this guy.
Yeah.
You know, and you clearly inherited those.
Yeah, and it was
those
very much
those genetics,
off him,
you know, and just that personality, so to speak.
Yeah. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? Oh, easily when they are chasing the Munchler through the town.
Yeah,
and in the Ecto one and all that. Yeah, and like, oh man, the gunner seat like shoots out and stuff, just like, oh man,
that felt like I was a kid again watching.
It was badass.
Yeah,
because also as I'm watching that, and they have the little like RC car trap.
Yeah, that was fucking badass.
Like as I'm watching that, like. The scene was, I thought it was filmed really well. I thought it looked great, you know, CGI wise and just like camera angles.
The colors they chose to use were awesome too.
Yeah, all this crazy, like high intense chase scene.
Yeah.
Like that's all really, really cool. But also, as I'm watching it, I also have that part of my nostalgia, like also visualizing like, you know, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, like all them, like also chasing someone in the same way or chasing, you know, whatever ghost creature in the same way too. Like,
and bickering in the car too.
Could you imagine how cool that would have been? You know, like whichever one's driving, like, I don't know. Egon was probably like working the RC car or something like that. You know, it just,
that's cool.
It would have been so cool to see something like that.
That's that kind of nice little,
you know, so That was easily my favorite scene of the whole film.
Cool. And that's how much your nostalgia and your love for the series can affect that scene too. That's badass.
For sure.
And it was just fucking cool. Yeah.
For sure.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'd give this like 85 to 90.
Yeah, love it.
Easily.
79, dude.
77 to 79 or 79?
I'm just going to do 79.
79 So, yeah, let us know what you thought of this film.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Gozer was a good choice for the big baddie?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I don't.
Do you think it was too quick? Too soon?
Yes. I mean, it's up to you, though. You can have your own thoughts and ideas.
Right.
We love
also,
you.
let us know what was your favorite scene? What was your least favorite scene?
Yes.
We didn't talk what our least favorite scene was, but I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. All right, guys. Well, then we'll see you next week. Hopefully, we will see you next week.
Yes.
It's a fact.
Yes. We are back at it again.
John's going to pick this time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, love you, everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Hey guys, this is Mike from Filmabuster. We got a new podcast up, every once in a while. So give us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel while you're at it.